Hello, my name is Chatelier, welcome back for another episode of Colombian Space Initiative Supreme Ruler Ultimate, and in previous episode we had quite a lot of problems around here somewhere. I don't remember where exactly we stopped. I think it might have actually been somewhere around here. But I decided to skip all of this because it took me about 7 or 8 hours, or at least 6, to get from Honduras all the way to Mexico. And I had to destroy probably about 1,000 American units. Like, if we have a look at the total casualties now, they've lost about 4,100 units at least. Maybe 4,200 units in this war already. And like, I'm not kidding, there was about 1,000 units that we had to destroy in this region. Most of which was, of course, artillery and anti-aircraft stuff. But yeah, it was just... I decided to skip all of that from recording because it would have stretched out the series even more. Like, it's already gone pretty long, I would say. I'm kind of ready to get forward to some other stuff, but I do want to complete this series. So I decided to skip all of that, not because it was hard. I mean, sure enough, there was some quite a bit of frustrating moments in there, let's just put it that way. But it was mostly because it was tedious as all hell going through that. Sure enough, we did take some losses ourselves as well, so it wasn't entirely one-sided. But it was mostly one-sided, to be fair. But we are now pushing into Mexico, and that should help quite a bit. Yeah, got some kills there. You can probably go over there to kill that one. Gather up some more troops here to push along the rail towards Mexico proper. Or central Mexico, I suppose I could say. I've also been bringing the artillery a little bit closer every now and then, because the AI should not be able to see the troops all that far, or from all that far, so should be fine. At least I hope so. And it looks like the enemy is bringing in more troops, but like the massive concentrations of units are now basically gone. Like, USA's army is now less than 5 million in total. Hello, tank. Well, you got pushed back at least. Now, we do have some more tanks here. Now, to be fair, we've also lost quite a few of the more experienced units, which is a shame. Also, there's some combat going somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. It might be actually down here. Oh, yeah, there's something over there, but this is not the combat that is ongoing. It's also something... No, it's artillery shooting over there. There's a ship down there. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what it's doing. Let's have a look. Is there... Oh! It's combat down here. Okay, so that's what it is. We're trying to do a landing there, but they're not going to be able to do it, or pull it off. Good. Now, money reserves have been going down still slowly. Like, every now and then we do gain some money, then we lose some money, depending on how much we need to do repairs and all that sort of stuff. But on the bright side, USA's economy... Well, actually, USA is gaining a fair bit of money right now. I'm actually a bit surprised by that. Right, do we have any... infantry around here, or is it on... It's mostly in Yucatan, isn't it? Now, the question is, where would be the best location to strike? I think we might want to go down here. Help with that. Now, we should have some artillery over there. Indeed we do. Just get you a little bit closer. So we'll clean off that area, and then what we might at some point do is do a landing on Cuba. And all that sort of stuff. Now, hold on a minute. I know that I have some escorts down here. I was going to send them across, but I think I'll send them to Lisbon first. And from there we can send it to, like, Caribbean. And we're going to use that to at least spot the enemy, or spot and destroy enemy submarines, sorry, not destroyers. Also, we are getting some infantry being built at least. Oh, I have 2 was lost. Oh, right, it's the attack down here. Well, there's the 2 garrisons. Okay, let's just pull back a little bit to resupply. We'll try again in a little bit. We also do have the infantry group over here that can probably take the next town. Oh, you took Bloody hell. You retook that. Okay, so they are going to be sending some troops through there, most likely. We do have a tank here that can probably go and sit in that town and keep it safe, because even though I have garrisons there, usually, I think I have garrisons there. Maybe I don't. But, like, yeah, they just do a landing there and capture it suddenly. I've had to recapture that 3 times already. Okay, so how much are we losing money? A little bit, not massive amounts actually. Right, well, let's have a look back down here. So we got a tank approaching, we got some enemy troops there. I think we've sent this group to assist in destroying some of those. You can kind of help protecting the flank there. They're trying to outflank the blockade here on the railway, but that's not gonna go according to their plan. I know that much. It looks like the Americans are bringing in a lot of artillery down here. Luckily, it gets destroyed rather easily. Like, these are quite experienced units, to be fair. Alright, let's pull back a little bit so we can resupply. Oh, they got land production there, I see. Let's start getting these troops a little bit closer to that then. We should also, yeah, we do have a fair bit of supplies in here. If we have a look at the supply mode, yeah. This is the area where we actually have supplies again. Whereas down here we had quite a bit of problems for a while. And over here we still do have problems, but we could maybe fix them eventually. Not gonna do that area too quickly though. But yeah, now that we've got all the... Ooh, actually, we should probably make sure that we have garrisons in here. Now that I think of it. Okay, we are repairing some troops there. Got some supply... Oh, right, that's the artillery group moving in. Now, well, we do have artillery here. We do have some units over here. I think what we can do is we're going to try to take over the next town here. Let's send another group set so that we can get through the garrison as quickly as possible. And luckily we got the AA stuff so we can actually keep the enemy at bay, or the enemy aircraft at bay, to a certain degree. Right, so that is a group of tanks. I think we're going to move it there. We're going to reinforce it by one more tank. Oh, our Air Force started basing down here. There seems to be a tractor over there. I believe the tractors actually have a little bit of combat stats. Nothing massive, of course. Let's have a look. I know that we have that design in use. Okay, yeah, it does have a tiny bit of combat stats. But it can't really defend itself. Let's go ahead and get the blockade a little bit further up. That should be good. A little bit of troops in reserve. And then these can keep on moving there. Okay, let's go kill some artillery units again. Yep. That is what we call a stack wipe. And that as well, okay, but there is still quite a few artillery units in here, so they are certainly building those like crazy. We can probably bring in this artillery group a few steps closer. Might even be close enough then to start firing on the enemies there, which I don't think they have vision on us. At least I hope they don't. Okay, the submarines a little bit further. Have these gotten... Yeah, some of them have gotten some promotions. Actually, you are going to go and repair over there, because we got a seaport really close. Might as well utilize it. Okay, let's go ahead and capture this town here. It's going to give us a nice location to strike on the land production there, and capture that and start producing more infantry, I reckon. Because we need a bit more troops that can easily take over cities. Let's move you closer. Do we have another group of artillery? Okay, well, we do have this group. suppose I could entrench you down there. Apparently the enemy still controls the sea zone over here. Well, I mean, they do have a port over there, so that would make sense. And they do... Actually, I don't think they have any port on this side. So eventually all of this sea area should be flipping to us. Alright, let's entrench you there. Do we have the supply truck? Should be fine. Get a little bit closer. Take out that small village, and then we're going to use the railway to get further north. Oh, all of these towns are abandoned because the American fleet was hammering those back in the war that they had with Mexico. Okay, we got plenty of supplies here. I think we are good to continue our assault down this way. Got artillery support. Okay, you can take care of the artillery. I'm going to send this group to assault the... Actually, no, you're going to assault it there. The other group will assault the northern hex, or northeastern hex, rather. There we go. I'll give these a few moments to recover some supplies. Oh, there's a lot of tanks there. Though we are driving them away, that's for sure. So where's the next barracks? I suppose there's an easy way to check that by selecting the barracks from here. So there's a barracks. There's another one near Mexico City. And there's another one over there, okay. So it's not particularly far away, but it gives us a bit of breathing room, that's for sure. I'm gonna pull... Actually, I'm just going to send that one to be repaired. Which is probably going to go pretty far back. That's alright. Okay, and now we got the artillery support, we got the tanks here. We probably have enough combat time left in the units to destroy the garrisons here. That seems to be the case. Alright, you can get into the city. I'm going to have you go down south a little bit, just to keep the flank secure. Because we do have some infantry over here that we could start utilizing in capturing some of the towns. So let's send you closer to the front, especially if there's no enemy artillery, then should be fine. Got another tank there, gather it closer to the front. Got one Green Beret over there resting, then we've got some units over here that are in rather bad shape actually. Might want to take them there. Eventually I might want to actually continue the rail over here to connect all the way to there. Get a bit of bridge here and there. Maybe even bridge through here, possibly. But yeah, that is currently the closest barracks that we have, if we don't factor in the barracks down here, because that's still too close to the front to be used as a repair station. Or to be used for repairs. Hey, we captured that town. That's pretty good. Get the front moving. We got some troops over here. I suppose I could repair this one. Not entirely sure where it's going to be heading. Oh, it's actually going there. Oh, that's fine. Okay, well, let's get the artillery group not on the railway, because that's going to block the traffic entirely. And it's a bit too large of a group to be staying there. But yes, our assault is going fairly well. We are going to get the basic microwave weaponry rather soon. And we did actually get the... No, it didn't actually factor in here, but it's the... What's the prerequisites for... No, it's actually not here. Hold on a minute. We've got the neural networks or some... whatever it's called. Already research, and there's a few other things that we are researching here. I actually got 21. Of course, there's some plane types there. We got the Warrior Elite. Actually, how long combat time do you have? 50. Okay, that's actually really good. You can't go across the river, so you can be power dropped. How? Okay, weight is 135. I'm not entirely sure if we can carry that in one of the heavy lifters, for example. Let's take a look, shall we? Because I know that we got plenty of heavy lifters. You got a carry... Okay, we can carry one of those in a heavy lifter. Or one per heavy lifter, so that's actually not bad. And the combat stats are not bad either. Actually, I think what matters most at this stage is how good are your defenders? 25, 18, and 13, and 14. They do pretty decent damage on like a close attack and all that. Let me actually check this, or compare this to, for example, the Green Berets, because the Green Berets have kind of been the benchmark for our units. Or for the infantry, anyway. So it's actually slightly weaker, and actually Green Berets have the same combat time. Man, I didn't realize that they were this good. Is there a difference in the speed? I would really like if there was a way to compare to another unit. Like, that would be brilliant. Like, you would open both of the stats side by side or something like that. Because that would make it so much easier to try to figure out which one to build. So let's see, 20, 22, 18, 33. And then speed is 8 kilometers. Okay, so yeah, our Green Berets are better at close quarters attack. Although they have a lower vision, I believe, but they are faster. Interesting. Okay, so this might not be quite as good as I hoped they would be, because Green Berets can also cross rivers. But we'll probably build some of those. Of course, I don't know if that factors in all the bonuses that we get. Because that might be a factor in for the Green Beret unit itself. Alright, well, do we have artillery within reach here? I suppose we might. Entrench down there. I know that the infantry is slowly approaching, but it's just so slow that I'm gonna stop waiting for them, and instead start attacking already. There we go, you can take the city itself. Get a little bit down there, you can get over that way. Slowly but surely we are going to be taking a lot more land, let's put it that way. And I suppose we could start building some troops over here. Now the elite forces are also not quite as good as the infantry. Although there is one benefit that the elite guard, or not the elite guard, the elite warrior, whatever it's going to be, is warrior elite, yeah, it's gonna have is that chemical and nuclear weapons and all that sort of stuff. It has resistance on those. And biological as well. So it's better in some respects. But the pure combat stats might not be quite as good. Although we really need to wait for the research to be done to be able to tell that for sure, because, as I said, there is differences in, like, that research might be showing just the raw stats, whereas the Green Beret is going to be using, or showing the stats that we already have from all the research and all that. So it would actually be really useful in, for example, the unit stats. If you were to hover over it, it would, like the tooltip will tell you, like, what is the base and how much do you get bonus from your research and all that, just to get the better idea. Of course, I doubt that's going to be implemented, but that would be a nice feature for sure. Like, that's kind of the problem with this game and game series in general, at least the ones that I played, is that it just doesn't convey the info to the player all that well. Right, let's entrench you over there. Just trying to get these moving a little bit closer. What I could do, actually, is now build the rail from here to there, and then connect to that one. We'll have a double, or yeah, 2-rail approach here, eventually. And how's the rails down here? So that was the rail that was already in there. We're still building up the rail between El Salvador and Guatemala. Then over here, apparently there's a little bit of rail that... Oh yeah, we did start build... No? Oh yeah, we did start building that, because this is Honduras and that is Guatemala. Right, so we want to connect that, but that's going to take some time. But hey, we at least got the connection all the way to El Salvador by the looks of it. So we can bring in troops or reinforcements relatively quickly now. I say relatively because there's still some slowness involved. Or non-railed locations in there. Right, let's go ahead and attack down here towards Veracruz. Oh, is that? That's Merchant Marine. Yeah, they brought in a unit there. Right, I'm gonna wait a few hours just for these units to get some of the combat time back. I suppose we can bombard that, yeah? Send 2 troops. Oh, there's actually gonna be a bit more. Those need to pull back. Probably these as well, so I'm just going to send these in now. And after those, we'll let them... I'll let the garrisons go down, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back already. So it's going to be done quicker. So now after this, there's only going to be 2 units that we need to fight there. Instead of 4. In terms of the garrison. That's going to help a little bit. Okay, so these infantry units, the morale is a bit low. Combat time is good. Combat time is good. Okay, so we can probably just move onto the railway there. And we use that to attack the next city along the railway. Oh, they're bringing in a fair bit of troops now. Well, if they try to attack there, then they're going to be in for a bit of a surprise. And these units are still low on deployment or combat time. Because the supplies are quite bad in here. It will improve over time, it just takes a while to spread through the jungle and all that. Let's get the artillery another step closer. Basic microwave weaponry. Right. We can now get the microwave defense weapons. At least. After which we should be able to get some more upgrades for our defense. For example, facility fortification defense up to plus 40%, which is quite nice. Microwave defenses, so hard target defense up to 15%, so that's going to be really good for our tanks. Upgrade defense capabilities, so hard target defense up another 15%, and then strength, still strength values up by 5%. Then upgrade infantry, level 3, soft target defense by 20%. It doesn't unlock anything else, but like extra 20% defense values is not bad. Oh, they managed to retake that? Oh, it's an abandoned town, right. We don't really have a lot of supplies in here. Speaking of supplies, so we got you there. I think these are now ready to move in there. Capture the town. It's a small village. Once we get that, this area might start flipping to us. Might. Oh, they are bringing in troops here, okay. Let's pull back some of these units, actually all of them. To get a bit better supply areas for us. So we can get back into combat strength quicker, or at least get the combat times up. We've got some reinforcements here, we can switch out some of the more damage units. And we've got another tank repaired over there. We'll send it on to the northern attack. Oh, the artillery should probably follow, just so that you are going to be keeping into the control region, or zone of control. Wait, so we lost control of that? Oh. Apparently we've captured this quite a few times. throughout the year here. Like, it's every few days it switches to us and then switches back to them. So there must be some units in there that are defending, or in the near vicinity anyway. Wait, that was an abandoned town, okay. Yeah, well, you are gonna go there anyway. So, is there any non-abandoned towns here? That one, and that one, okay. So we'll need to take those, actually, to be able to hold that. Or we could build something like an airfield over there to bring in some supplies. Might not be a terrible idea, actually. Right, well, I can send you to be repaired now. Do we have any other units here that desperately need repairs? Not necessarily. But you are also one unit short, anyway. Well, we've got pretty strong defenses up there. I'm not particularly worried about it. Spread out here a little bit. Kind of scout ahead and also make sure that they don't get to the barracks quite as easily. You can get down there. I'll bring in the tanks behind. Or rather, I'll send them forward first. Actually, I suppose I could attack with both of them at the same time to make sure that we win the battle. And there we go. We won that battle at least, and we managed to push in a decent bit into Mexico. Oh, I can't build there because we don't have the supplies, of course. That's abandoned town as well. Did I start building anything up here? I thought I built... Oh, right, I started building a supply depot over there. I see. We've got a tiny bit down here. What I suppose I could do is I could build a airfield over there. It's a fairly quick build, 25 days. Unfortunately, I can't build anything there, so those troops are currently stuck until we can get the supplies further in. And then over here, I suppose I could build a quick supply depot. Of course, it takes quite a while to build. And then let's build some rails. Of course, if we're building a bridge, it's going to be somewhat expensive. But we can probably get through here without too much hassle. I captured that on footage, okay. But we are unfortunately out of time for this episode by quite a bit. So I will probably go forward once again a little bit between the episodes. And if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, share if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, bye bye.